How are you? What I would like to do is not open my Maps app that I just hit and instead hit the chat on here. I'm going to put in the syllabus, both for this and for Step Ahead Bootcamp. This is a standalone class. However, it is also a part of our Step Ahead Bootcamp program. And let me just find my syllabus here. We have other classes as well, including what's called Step Ahead for Life. So that's for you too. But so the first thing I'm putting in here, there you go, is the Digital Mastery syllabus. And like I said, for any of you that are taking Step Ahead for Life, Step Ahead Bootcamp, I'm going to put that one in there too. I forgot to give it to you guys yesterday. I do want to welcome everybody that's joining us now, both here on Zoom and on YouTube, that are from our other offices. I don't know how many states we're going in now, but I don't know, 17, 18 states. They're using my broker's license in New Jersey to get us opened there as well. So let me give a quick background of what both of these programs are, and especially the Digital Mastery, which is this class today. Step Ahead Bootcamp is a 26-week program that I designed and wrote. My background, I have an MBA in digital marketing. I have a doctorate in organizational leadership. I've been a master curriculum writer for many, many years and been training and things like that. When I came into real estate, I saw a couple things that real estate just wasn't doing well. One being marketing, but two being training. Marketing is 20 years behind in this business, and that's part of what we do in this class. Is stop you from having the high hair of the 80s. My high hair is gone. And from using things like billboards and radio ads and things that are extremely expensive and the ROIs dropped, even direct mail. And again, not that I tell people not to do any of these things, but they shouldn't be the bulk of what you do because the return on investment isn't what it used to be. And unfortunately, our industry still is relying on these things. Quick funny story on that. I had somebody call me, speaking of country clubs, from a country club, and they wanted me to put an ad on the scorecard. And I said to the guy, "What's a scorecard?" And he said, "Well, you must not golf." I said, "Dude, I golf 3 times a week." I said, "I'm a member of a really nice country club, blah, blah, blah." "Well, how do you not know what a scorecard is?" And I said, "Oh, wait, you mean those things we used to use back in the 90s where you actually wrote your score in?" And I said, "I do that on my watch now. My watch actually tracks my swings. I don't even have to write down my strokes. Every time I swing, it registers. It knows what club I used because I select the club, and it does that." Realtors are still advertising on these cards that nobody uses. They're still putting stuff in grocery stores. So that's one part. The second part that I found, the last part that I found, was that training was horrible. And I looked at companies before I bought my franchise and opened, and before coming to Florida and working for Century 21 and whatever else. I went and looked at all the different companies. I looked at Berkshire Hathaway, I looked at Keller Williams. I thought, oh man, this company's got it together. They talk about all this training and whatever. I looked at their syllabus. Their syllabus is exactly the same as everybody else's. Bold, Ignite, our Accelerate program, um, Berkshire Hathaway's 4-week program, Coldwell Banker, which we own. I don't know if everybody hears, we have some Coldwell people on yesterday too. It's all the same training, guys. It's just they put a different little spin on it and whatever else. And quite frankly, there's some good information in it. But the information that's in it and the trainings that they do causes this industry to lose 7 out of 10 people year over year. Since I've been in this business, so if you come into this business, you have a 3 in 10 chance of really kind of making it. That to me is unacceptable. Since I wrote this curriculum, I went and studied the top 10% of agents across the country, learn what top 10% realtors do in all different markets. I found that it's so similar, it doesn't matter what state they're in. And what I did was I wrote this curriculum based around that. Some of this curriculum, some of it's newer, but it was all based upon that. My point of all of it is that in 11 years now of being in this business and doing this training, people who have taken my training, I keep 8 out of 10 agents year over year. And the purpose of the Step Ahead Bootcamp class is for you to make $100,000 if you so choose or more in your first 12 months in real estate. And then the Step Ahead for Life is to get you to a 500,000, million, or wherever you want to go. And you know, again, it's not just that I say these things. I have agents that have all followed and done this, and an 80% retention rate. So I'm glad you're here. I want to help you guys any which way I can. If you don't have my phone number, let me know. I'll give it to you. You can text or call me. I work 7 in the morning till 9 at night, 7 days a week. I'm available for you guys, and I'll do anything I can to help you through. We are in Digital Mastery. If you take a look at that today, where are we here? Let me go through. We've been talking a lot about content management plans and things like that. We did a little bit of video creation and that type of stuff. But today we're going to go back and talk a little bit about website essentials. Unless you guys all feel as though you're very good with this and want to do something else. One thing that I feel as though in this class, unlike my Step Ahead boot camp, is very regimented. It's 26 weeks. We use topic to topic to topic to topic because it's put in a flow to teach you guys the skills you need. If you guys, though, in this class, if you feel as though your websites are all ready to go and that you don't need to do anything, we can go and do something that you guys want. One of the things that I actually got a call on this morning from Bev, who's one of our agents here, was talking about our website. And I said, I invited her to come. I don't know if she's in another meeting or whatever else, but was using other people's listings to promote yourself and your website. And I can go through that with you. Is this something you guys want to go over today, or is there something else that's pressing? Maybe your social media site, or maybe a marketing plan that you're doing, or farming. I'll open up the floor.
Yes, I would like to go over it.
Okay. So this is going to be a lot of me just talking, because I don't have a lot to really show you. Now, you know what? I will give you a little bit of a visual. Hang on one second. There we go. There it goes. Okay. So I am going to do a little bit of visual here with you guys so you can see some things while we do this. I do want you guys to understand that the website that I am showing you is not a Moxie website. However, it's built on the same platform. What does that mean? It means while I have a little bit, I did this because I have a bit more freedom and I have a web design background. Again, I have an MBA in digital marketing. But basically, the things that you see on here and the things that I'm actually going to share with you are things that you can all do on your Moxie websites. And I'm actually getting ready. I think I'm going to maybe give this site up and put it and go to Moxie, just for the sense that I really don't try not to sell real estate. There are people that work with me that do. But anyway, long story short. So here are the essentials for having a successful website. Anything that I go through with you today, you can either do yourself, which we can do in a step-by-step, probably not today, but maybe next week. I can do with you in a off session, another session, that we just set up. And the things that you can't do, you can email Brenda. I think is everybody here Florida? Anybody that's not Florida, you guys know who your admin is in Florida. For us, it's Brenda. By the way, Brenda is on vacation this week, enjoying Thanksgiving. So just she'll be back Monday if you need anything from her. If you need anything desperately, I have a backup. Just let me know and I can get that for you. So the first thing on your website, which is, I'm going real basics here. And again, if you guys are all like, yeah, Bill, we know this, grab me and I'll move forward. But the first thing that you absolutely should have is a professional picture. Now, that's a picture of my dog and I on the beach in Newport Richey, which is the town I live in, Robert Reese Park. You need to have a professional picture that you want to portray who you are in this business. I guess, is it Marisol? I think that you have a very nice one behind you as your backdrop. So it looks like you're set with that. That's awesome. So the other thing I want to say about your pictures, don't be like some agents that I've had work for me. I have one agent that worked for me. She's literally this year, if she's not already, will be 80 years old. Her business card picture is from 40 years ago, maybe more. So you see this young, good-looking woman. Not that she's a very good, older-looking woman, but when you see the business card and then you see who she is, when you meet her, you might have a hard time connecting that. Now, while you do need to update from time to time, because unfortunately we all do age, um, you don't want to be using multiple pictures. For any ladies that like to change your hair color, that's a confusing thing to be a blonde in one picture and a brunette in another. Here's what I need you to do when it comes to branding yourself. And this goes for your website, but this also goes for everything that you put on social media, your business cards, and everything else you may use in print. Use the same picture. If you want to change your picture every year or 2 years or 3 years, that's fine. But every time you do it, have a checklist of everywhere that picture is so that you change it. You will see the place I have not followed my rule because there's a lot of them and it's a pain in the rear end because I have to actually do a graphic thing and put them in. But if you guys take my trainings, my new trainings have me in this picture. My old trainings have me in a Century 21 colored kind of yellowish, beige suit. I don't look the same because, as I said to you, I gave up sugar about a year and a half ago. So I've lost some weight and whatever else. And if I put those two pictures out and I do marketing here with this one and here with that one, people get confused. The key lesson to learn here is that people walk around in tunnel vision like this. When I was 24, I opened my second business actually, but it was my first big business, which was a health club. And I had a health club in a beach town. I was a couple blocks from the beach where 250,000 people came there in the summer, 16,000 year round. How many people? I had so many people come in and say to me, wow, because I started advertising. The old owner had never advertised. My gym had been there. This was 1996, I guess. Yeah, I was 24. My gym had been there for 12 years. There were two other gyms, one a huge community center and another gym on the island. I had so many people when I started advertising come in. I've been coming here for 30 years. I had no idea there was a gym on this island. There's three gyms. The island's 5 miles long, 10 miles, not even like 8 miles long. They didn't know because people walk around like this. When they see your picture here and another picture over there and it's different, they don't, you think the people are smart. I'm sorry, they don't put it together. Second thing, pick your Century 21 colors. Obsessive gray, relentless gold. We have a color palette. Go with it's a shame you guys aren't, and I can't really do this. I'm looking at them right here because I'm sitting in my office right now. If you guys have seen Century 21 stuff, you'll see that they have a dark kind of palette and they have a light palette. If you look at the Century 21 that I have here on my name, I use the light palette. So for everything I do, I use the relentless gold palette. Some people like the obsessive gray. I don't care which one you use. You have obsessive gray and you're right there. That's the obsessive gray pattern. See you, Becky. It doesn't matter on your business card. My business card also has that. I don't know where it is. Oh, it's in my pocket. I'm like, wait a minute, I got them like should be all over. There's up there. But I do the same thing. This does not matter on your business card because your business card is going to have both. See, like I have, there's the relentless gold, there's the obsessive gray. But on everything I do, I use the light background. Why? It'll confuse people. You do one thing dark, one thing light. So pick your brand and stick with it. All right, so let's go on from there. The next thing, and this you'll have to send to your admin, both your picture, which you probably already have done, and your biography. And for you guys that have taken the intro to step ahead, which I think I've gone through this both with Sheena and with Suzanne, but it's okay to hear again. You want to have a biography that tells people about you. And I'm going to see if I can find my bio real quick. Okay. I recommend a 5-paragraph biography that you use on every place that you go. So, your website, Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, Homes.com, your Facebook page. So talk the difference between page and profiles tomorrow, next week. Your face, your Instagram. Every one of these places that you are, you should have these paragraphs. And the internet in here has been really slow. There it goes. But here you can see my biography. See my biography. You guys don't have to read it, but you see how long it is. So let me explain this to you. The biography starts with a little bit about me. I'm your expert in real estate in blah, 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 blah. And I know the area better than everybody else, schools, businesses, etc. So the first is a little intro about why you're the greatest realtor since sliced bread in your area. Don't say the best. And let me back up and say this. If you go on most people's real estate websites or you go on their Zillow profiles or whatever else, if you put in a town and say, show me the realtors there, you're going to get like 5, 10, 20 pages of realtors. Most of them, many of them don't have a picture. And most of them have either don't have a biography or they have a biography that says this. I'm going to use our area. Tampa Bay's best realtor. Tampa Bay's #1 realtor. Best realtor in Tampa Bay. And that's all it says, the one line. And that's their biography. What does that tell you about somebody? Other than that they're a liar because you just looked at 7 people and said they were the best realtor in Tampa Bay.
Lazy, lazy, lazy.
Well, no, lazy. It's not that. It didn't tell you anything though, Suzanne.
Yeah.
You don't know this person. So
Nope.
what I'm teaching here, and I can send you guys if you'd like a copy of a sample, just like a template, but you can just do this yourself too, and understand this. But basically, all you're saying is a little bit of blurb about yourself that you know the area, you know real estate in the area. Second thing I do is I go into very briefly into my marketing. When you learn my step ahead system, we learn that we work with sellers, we play with buyers. If you want to make $100,000, $200,000, $500,000 in real estate, you need to be a listing agent. Doesn't mean we don't work with buyers, and we'll teach that separately. But the point is that everybody you market to are sellers, sellers, sellers. And so if you're selling your home, I'll use my 30 years of marketing experience in industry, blah, 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 my proprietary marketing strategy, which you'll see I have a page for that. And then I do buyers. So I do sellers first, then I do buyers. Buyers can be sure of my extensive knowledge, tough negotiation skills. 3 things that people look for in an agent. #1, they look for you and your brand and stuff like that, right? But what do people want when they look for an agent? They want somebody that's going to be knowledgeable. They want somebody that's going to get them the best price, whatever. But they need somebody that's a tough negotiator. Don't leave out negotiator in your stuff. So that's the second chapter, paragraph. Sorry, I just finished writing my 5th book. I'm thinking book on my brain, chapter. I'm sorry, I said it again. Paragraph. All right. 3rd paragraph about your company. We have the greatest company, in my opinion, the greatest company in the country to brag about. Brag about Century 21 Integra, or if you're with Coldwell Banker Town and Country, whichever you're with, brag about it. Brag about the Integra and about the fact that we're in all these states, and that, especially for us here in Florida. If you're selling your house in Massachusetts, you're moving to Florida, guess what? We're a one-stop shop. There's so many great things with this. Okay, 4th, I talk about my marketing strategy. People want to know your marketing strategy. There it is. Okay? I actually have 6 paragraphs. I keep saying chapters, 6 paragraphs in here. The 6th one is just what my position is. That's just more for me because I'm not just a realtor. I do, I run this office. But the final paragraph is one of the most powerful paragraphs that people leave out. Success, one of the biggest things for success is for people to understand that you are not a salesperson, which you're not anyway, you're a coach and an advisor, but for them to look at you as a human being. Give them a window into your life, okay? So what do I have on mine? Bill enjoys the beach, boating, the boardwalk. cooking, and is an avid baseball fan. I don't know if you need to put golf in there. I golf all the time. When he's not working, he'd be found on his favorite beach in Clearwater, on his boat migration, playing with his Labrador mixed matey. There's golfing or watching baseball. Now, all of a sudden, all those other things were great. I got a great marketing plan. I got a great educational background. I got this, that. I got 30 years, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But now there's Bill the person. So if your biography doesn't look like this, go back and rewrite it. Send it again to your admin because they'll be the ones to put it on there, and update it in all of your other places like Zillow, like homes.com, and everywhere else. This in itself, guys, will get you more leads from those sources, because somebody may have an incredible track record, but if all it says in their biography is Tampa Bay's best realtor, what have they told you? Nothing. And they're not going to relate. There's a group of people out there that are going to relate very much to me: a dog person, a baseball fan, a golfer, a boater, right? All right. Any questions on that? Okay. So the next thing on a successful real estate page is you want to have a video business card. Now, video business cards, I do two different types. I do one for buyer. I actually have three different types. One for buyers, one for sellers, and one that's just kind of for both. It's a general. Creating these videos, and the one for buyers and the general one should be 30 seconds long, and this is what you put on your web page and wherever else you can. Again, Zillow and Realtor.com, they give a thing. You can just take it from YouTube, put the link in there, and it'll automatically show up. The videos are very, very short. I can give you if you want to, when you want to build these, we do a video creation hour. It starts at noon here in this office. Unfortunately, I can't really do this online unless we're teaching you how to edit, which we do from time to time. But it's something that you can do anywhere, any place, anytime. Get somebody to video you or buy a tripod, get a good background, use like I have a virtual background here. You could do that, whatever you want to do. And basically all you want to do is have a quick welcome, telling them quick about yourself. Basically, it's your biography swished like this into 30 seconds. If you're looking to sell, if you're looking to buy, blah, 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 blah. My tough negotiation skills, and I'll work with you. Okay. The other place I need you to save these is on your phone. If you're an Apple user, I don't know Android. I've never owned an Android. I haven't owned a PC since 2008. I've been all Apple since 2008, 2009. But I believe Android has the same thing. You want to save into your favorites these videos because, and this is just kind of a side story we'll talk about also when we talk about social media. When you see someone in a group or on a post that says we're looking for a realtor, what ends up happening? In 5 minutes, there's 100 realtors that have all put their name and phone number and whatever. I want you to be different. I want you to go right into your favorites and upload your video business card. And it should be a specific one. Hi, I'm glad to see that you're looking for a realtor, blah, 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 a little about me. Again, 30 seconds, 45 seconds. It will differentiate you. Instead of having a 1 out of 100 chance of getting that person, you're better in your odds. Maybe it's 1 out of 20 now. You're not guaranteeing you're going to get them because you're doing what nobody else does, but you're moving yourself way up that list. The other thing you're doing when other people look, you're showing how you're different. So create these videos, one for buyer, one for seller. Another thing that you want to have and have on your website is a page for sellers. So let me give this to you. Now, some of the things that you see on there, like home valuation, if you can see that in front of you, you have that. Century 21 has one of the best things with our neighborhood news. And you should have every person, we'll talk about your CRM at another time too. You should have every person in your CRM and subscribe to your new listings, your monthly newsletter, and that market, whatever it is, just neighborhood news. Neighborhood news sends them what properties are worth in their neighborhood. So let me show this to you. This is a separate page that I would tell you to build. And again, I will help you guys build these pages. We can do a workshop on this. You guys just let me know which week and whatever, and we'll do this together. Or if you guys know WordPress, you can do it yourself. You like to take tutorials. There's tutorials. Just put in WordPress creating a page. The other video and what you want to have is your proprietary marketing strategy, which you want to create, okay? And I'm going to play this video for you. You can copy this. If you like what I do, I have no problems with you plagiarizing the living crap out of me. I'll give you the, I'll help you make the slides that I did with this. In fact, you can use these slides. You just switch out, my ugly face for your beautiful faces, and your branding and your phone number and whatever else. And you write about it. Why do I have this on here? There's two reasons. Anybody have a guess why I have this proprietary marketing strategy on my website? The two reasons? Don't make me be like, what was his name from, I was just joking about him yesterday with somebody. Anyone? Bueller? All right. The first reason is obvious. People are going to want to research the realtors. Again, when you go to someone else's page, even Century 21 pages, which Moxie is great, they don't use them to their potential. They set it up, they get their picture, they get their crappy profile that they're the best realtor in Tampa Bay. Maybe they do put people on neighborhood news, this, that, whatever. But when people go in there, all they have are the very generic things that Century 21 gives you. You have the ability to have an unlimited amount of pages on your website. And I want you to do this. I don't want you to do this all at once because I don't want this to get in the way of your full-time job. What is your full-time job? Finding sellers, not buyers. Buyers will fall on your lap. We'll teach you that again as we go on these courses. But finding sellers. But just say, hey, I got a half hour, an hour now. I'm going to put this page together. I'm going to put that page together. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. All of these videos should be on your YouTube page that you create. That's a social media conversation that we'll have another week. But they should all be on there because people will find you that way too. But what's the second? So the first reason is people want to research you. What's the second reason? Second reason was kind of my catch one that I was like, the first one was pretty obvious. So people can research you. Second one's not quite as obvious unless you kind of are into this kind of stuff. Search engine optimization.
Ah, the keywords.
Keywords, you betcha. Look at all the keywords I have in here. And the more that you have on your particular site, the more you will come up. I have had realtors that have been in the business for less than a year come up on a Google search faster or more towards the top than realtors that have been in the business for 30, 40 years. Why? Because they took the extra time. Here's the beautiful thing. I built this website over Christmas break a year or two ago. I don't know, whatever it was. I just took the week between Christmas and New Year. I really don't do much. Realtors don't do much because I don't sell. My realtors weren't coming in for training. They were, dashing through the snow or whatever they do. So I took that week and built this website. These pages are still there and they're still working for me day in, day out, day in, day out. So create this and then create the video. And I'm going to show you a little bit of this video. You guys can see this. Hopefully you can hear it. Just raise your hand, somebody, if you can hear it. Thank you for taking the time to consider me, Bill Zeltman, team leader of the Gulf Palm Home Team at Century 21 Integra, to list your home. I'm excited to share with you a proprietary marketing strategy, a system designed to get your property sold quickly, easily, and for top dollar. At Century 21 Integra, we know that selling your home is one of the biggest financial decisions you'll ever make. We don't take that lightly. That's why we provide exceptional customer service, expert market insights, and industry-leading technology. With over $2 billion in annual sales, Century 21 Integra is one of America's largest and most respected real estate networks. Our global reach spans 86 countries, over 14,000 offices, and more than 147,000 real estate professionals. Most realtors use the same one-size-fits-all approach, but not us. We craft a custom marketing strategy tailored to your specific property. We combine traditional marketing, digital outreach, social media, SEO, community connections, and global syndication to make sure your home reaches the right buyers wherever they are. We provide staging advice, hire professional photographers, and create high-quality video walkthroughs with music and a voiceover. Perfect for out-of-town buyers who can't be there in person. Our proprietary pricing strategy ensures your home is competitively priced and positioned to sell. We evaluate active, sold, and expired listings and use an absorption rate calculator to determine the best price, giving you maximum profit while ensuring your home appraises. With 97% of buyers starting their search online, we built a custom website for your property and syndicate it across hundreds of top real estate platforms, locally, nationally, and internationally. With over 160,000 social media followers, we use search engine optimization and advanced retargeting to reach highly qualified buyers who are actively looking for homes like yours. We also tap into traditional marketing channels, including major publications like the New York Times, Philadelphia Inquirer, and many more. For luxury homes, we elevate your listings through our exclusive Century 21 luxury division. Our dedicated leads team is constantly generating and nurturing buyer leads. Through platforms like Zillow, Premier, Rivity, OpCity, Cartus, and others, we ensure only the most qualified leads are brought to your door. Every 2 weeks, you'll receive a detailed custom report showing where your listing is being seen, who's looking, and what we can adjust to maintain strong momentum. We'll also meet to discuss your results and fine-tune our approach as needed. From the day your home goes live to the day you receive your check, our full-service team, including your realtor, transaction coordinator, title, and insurance partners, make sure everything runs smoothly, on time, and stress-free. Thank you for considering the Gulf Palm Home Team at Century 21 Integra. I'd be honored to help you sell your home with our proven results-driven marketing strategy. You can reach me at 727-488-7423. Visit gulfpalmhomes.com or connect with me on all socials at Gulf Palm Homes. Let's get your home sold with strategy, service, and success.
Well done. I love the use of the fonts, the different colors, how you picked out your keywords and you've got using those, again, Century 21 colors, the branded colors. Very nice.
Yep, thank you. So here's the thing I want you to think about. Not only is this very powerful on your website for people that are coming thinking about listing a house, but also think about this. Let's say that you get a listing appointment for Thursday, Thanksgiving, whatever, just Friday, right? And maybe you don't know these people, maybe you do, it doesn't matter. And you send them a copy of this. How much easier is your listing appointment going to go when they realize that you have all this stuff behind you? How much better are they going to understand your marketing strategy? And again, guys, I made that, again, I do this a lot and whatever. So, individual times may vary, right? I made that video in 30 minutes.
So how can we generate something like this or
Sure.
customize this one so that we can, I'm new in the business. It's only been a few months and I came from a hedge fund firm. And now I'm venturing into something completely different and certainly working on everything that I possibly can. And I also created these to walk around the neighborhood, meet my neighbors, drop them off.
Nice.
I love this. Love it.
Well, we're going to talk about this. I really hope that you take this entire 26-week program because, like I said, this is geared right for you and right for, Are you in Joe's office? Or are you in?
Yeah, Joe.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I know I have a couple people from your office to take this class. So yeah, I definitely hope you do because we'll go through that. I'd love to talk more about we will talk about door hangers in here because door hangers are one of my favorite things.
I showed it to Joe and he loved it.
They're one of my favorite things to send realtors out with because they're affordable and it gets your face in the area. But we'll talk about that separate. But going on this, I can get you all the information to do this. If you want to do this yourself, you can. I'll give you the stuff for it. If you don't, it's very easy to make this. I use Apple iMovie, which is also part of Final Cut Pro, which is what they use in Hollywood. But if you don't have Apple, You can actually make this on Canva. There's another program that's free called CapCut. So if you want to do this, just write this on your list of things that you want to do. Follow up with me, and we will do this because that's what, and again, that's what we normally do in our 12 o'clock class, or things like this. So we want to have this again, guys. If you see somebody that's online and they talk about, we're thinking about selling our house, does anybody recommend a video? Imagine throwing that video in there in your comments. It takes a minute to upload because it's 4 minutes long, but it's worth the wait on your phone. When it uploads and it pops there, somebody says, I'm the best, or Joe's the best, or whatever. And then you've got this video. Who do you think they're going to call? So that's why we do this. So you want to have
and if you do have Microsoft, if you run a Microsoft-based computer versus an Apple, another option is Microsoft or Publisher or PowerPoint. Those are two very good tools.
Yeah, they don't necessarily allow the editing of a movie, though. I mean, you could do a slideshow.
You'd have to bump it over into Canva after.
CapCut or CapCut. By the way, we will all have Canva for free from Century 21 probably next month. I just got news on that. They had done that before. Yeah, so that's going to be a good thing. You're going to get a pro subscription through Century 21. So we'll talk more about that. But yeah, you can definitely, these slides, I believe I made those. I don't know if I made them in Keynote, which is Apple's version, or I made them in PowerPoint. Most of them were made in that. Some of them were made on I have an Apple type program that's like Canva. So they're easy to do, but these I all have, I believe, like I said, I believe I have these saved in PowerPoint. So you can go and just take my picture out, take that Gulf Palm Home Team out, and put your picture with the Century 21 Integra. I have that all for you. So just follow up with me and we can do that.
So
okay,
the next do an email.
Yeah, I'll put my email in.
I'm really good with the PowerPoint and generating the presentations, but
okay,
having a guide would certainly help me.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, just write down all the things you want and put them in an email and send them to me, and then you and I can follow up. We'll either do this in class or we'll do it outside of. Okay, the next thing that I want you guys to have is a process for buyers. Now, when you take my Step Ahead Bootcamp class, I'm going to teach you a 6-step buyer process. Here, I have a web page explaining it. Again, it's the same idea. Now, I don't do a long video for this, although I'm planning on doing something a little bit longer about this. I pretty much just use the 30-second business card. But my 6-step buying process, when you go through this, when somebody says they're talking about buying a house, again, it shows you as being thorough, you as having a plan, not just one of the things I hate. And the first thing I'll teach you when we take the Working with Buyers for Success series is that many people, since we live in what I call the Zillow generation of real estate. In the old days, you had to come into an office. Before I was in the business, so I say they, not we. They had these hard-covered books with inserts with all the listings, and that's how you found out what was for sale. Or you drove around aimlessly looking for sale signs, and that's the only way you knew what was for sale, right? Now they use Zillow. So what do they look at you as when you get a phone call? Hey, Suzanne, my name's Bill. It's 11:43 in the morning. Hey, can we go see a house at 4 o'clock today that I found on Zillow? You don't know who I am. I don't know this, that, whatever. You are like excited. I got a buyer. Okay. 4 o'clock comes. I show up. I meet Suzanne. I shake her hand over the hood of her car. She opens the door because I look at her. All she is a valet, right? She's a valet. She opens the door. I walk in the house and say, oh my God, I hate this place. I turn around. I say, Suzanne, thank you so much. Listen, when I find another one, I'm going to give you a call. I'm in my car and gone. Suzanne hardly has any of my information. She's got my phone number probably because I'm, caller ID and whatever. She probably doesn't have my email. She probably doesn't have anything. The good news of the lawsuit that we've been in is now people have to sign a buyer's broker agreement, making what I teach much easier to perform than that person that argues, I just want to see the house. I don't want to do all the other stuff. But we teach how to do a 6-step buying process where we actually sit down, do a consultation. We do make sure that they're pre-approved, the home search. Anyway, if you put this on your website, again, correct, Suzanne, keywords. There are keywords all over the place that are going to help people Somebody says, oh, what's a pre-approval? Well, there it is, financial pre-approval right there. All these things are going to draw people to my website. But again, for the people that I send there, or the people that I talk about it, they're going to realize that I have a comprehensive plan to help them as a buyer, from somebody that's never bought a house before to being an expert in finding them the perfect house. So we want to create a buyer's page. Okay, the next part is, and you want to do these slowly, one at a time, starting with the town that you're closest with, is I have created a page for every town that we cover. Now, the group that I work with here, we cover 4 counties. This office, pretty much, we cover 4 counties. I'm going to take you to New Port Richey because that's the town I live in. But each one of these I have an individual page for, and they all look like this. Maybe. It's going. All right, so the pages basically start with, I do a video about the town. Videos are 4 to about 8 minutes, depending on how much the town has going on. There's the video of the town. So there's the old suit I was telling you about. Oh God, that's horrendous. All right. And then what I did is I have 2 basic headlines here for every town: life in New Port Richey and real estate in New Port Richey. Again, what I have done between the video, which shows you all around the town, restaurants, the downtown, the beaches, the everything it has, and in addition, tells about the town, a little bit of the history about it, and what outdoor enthusiasts are drawn to the natural beauty, attractions like Sims Park, blah, blah, blah. Keyword, 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 keyword. And then it has a bit about real estate and what the town offers in real estate. If you don't know the town, you better darn well know the town that you live in. But if there's other towns around, maybe you don't know as well. Use ChatGPT to help you write these. Even if you do know the town, give it your suggestions and let it write it. Tell them what you're doing, you're putting it in. ChatGPT is free. We will do a class just on AI. By the way, I left this out too. For any of you that didn't get it, I now have an AI of all my trainings, of all my everything. You can go in and sign up. I can send you the link. It's free. You can use an AI based on my Step Ahead Bootcamp classes, all my Step Ahead Training Academy classes. It will help you write anything you want, like hey, I want to do a for sale by owner. What's the plan? You want to write a marketing plan. You want to write a farming plan. It's all the stuff I teach in class. Every one of those, I loaded over 2,000 documents that ChatGPT uses, and I tested it, and it sounds like you're talking to me. It's absolutely scary, actually. All right, but use ChatGPT to do this. Now, what do I have next? New Port Richey headlines. What is this? And we'll talk about the blog in a second. These are blog posts I have that are going on. In addition, I do local reviews. Now, I don't need you to get into all the weeds here with this, because this is stuff we'll do individually later in this course and the next, the 12 o'clock. But basically, I do local video reviews by taking pictures and then writing a thing about local businesses, and they show up. So everybody loves Lenny's. I know you guys ever eat at Lenny's that are from here? Lenny's is a breakfast lunch place in Clearwater. It's one of the best places, one of the best breakfast places I've been to in the country. I wrote a quick review on it. These review videos go on YouTube. They go on Facebook. They go everywhere. They get tons of hits. And when the owners of these businesses see them, what do? They share them. And who are they done by? The local expert, who's me, the local realtor. I have another video just for this town because they have a downtown and I did that. And then I have my bio again at the bottom, picture and bio. If you create one of these for every town that you serve, again, what are you doing? And you don't need to do them all at once. Do one a week or one every 2 weeks. Just do them until you keep expanding out. What is it going to do for you? Search engine relevancy. And when someone's researching you, oh, Bill's an expert in New Port Richey, because they saw it on here. So these are the essential things for your website. And I'm going to do the final component that your website already has set up that you should be using. And it's a blog. Now, what you put in your blog is completely up to you. However, there are certain things I'm going to recommend. I do recipes. I love to cook. I love to cook. I have hundreds of recipes on this website. It's taking a ton of hits right now. For anybody that came to our Thanksgiving gathering here, the turkey recipe with actually there it is, the Thanksgiving recipe that I do with my citrus glazed turkey is taking tons of hits. My pumpkin pie, my key lime pie right now, my cheesecake recipes, they're all in here. Okay. Other things that you need to have in a blog, the things that you can put in a blog, you can put homeowners tips. You could put do-it-yourself things. I don't know what your hobbies are, guys. I've got one guy, he's an avid golfer. He does a golf tip every week on his blog. What does that do? Creates search engine relevancy and brings people to his page. Is that golfer looking to move that came to his page? Maybe, maybe not. But guess what? He's got another person that knows who he is. The one thing I suggest that everybody does, and I'm going to show you one of these if I can. There we go. Is every week, and I haven't done them a little bit here just because whatever, but every week you should be doing local events. Oh my God, how am I going to do all that? It's so much work. Da, 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 da. No. Tell chat, write a thing, use it every week, and tell chat GPT exactly what you want. I'll just pull this one. ChatGPT completely will write this for you. You cut and paste. It will create a graphic for you for the picture, which is what you want to have done. And if this ever loads, you'll see it. And it's beautiful, and it's quick, and it's easy, and it's search engine. Do you know how many people put in what's going on in Newport Richey, or what's going on in Pinellas County, or what's going on in Hillsborough County, or I don't know if you're down in Miami-Dade County, wherever. This is what it did. Created this, the picture. It gave me the title. There's the different towns that I put in there. So it goes on every one of those pages. Here it is. And look, it has events happen in each county. And then it has a thing, why golfpalmhome.com readers will love these. Takes me less than 5 minutes a week to do. Google search engines love new content. Most realtors put their website together and leave it. Changes in listings don't count in the site of search engines because it's just kind of there. When you put a blog post a week up, it moves you up the search engine thing dramatically. And again, if you take 5 minutes, I like to do this. I think you do these on Thursdays, Wednesdays or Thursdays. I don't remember what day I do them. I do them Wednesdays, I think. And because that gives people, so it's up before the weekend. And basically I do events from Thursday through the following Wednesday and just every week, and just let ChatGPT do it, pop it on there and get it out there. Now, some of you that have specific things, again, the business reviews. Sheena, in your case, put your husband's business, write an article and reviewing it. Pop it on there. Pop the local pizzeria. Pop the local wherever you go. Wherever you go, pop them on there. And you can see I have these here. I created an intro and outro. This is the same intro and outro video for all these. For restaurants, I have one for businesses. And you can see, there's my country club. Oh, great testimonial on this. Saturday, of course, I'm getting ready to go to the theater, and it's not 10 minutes before I have to jump in the shower. I got a phone call from somebody from Pottstown, Pennsylvania. They saw my complete guide to Philly spring training and saw I was a realtor and were looking for a place to come stay. She called, told me her whole story. I talked to her on the phone for way too long. Again, gets me gets me notoriety, pops my search engine relevancy up and goes. So questions on the homepage. I'll look at a couple other basics too. If you look into the front page of your website, of your Moxie website, it gives you like a default picture there. I would not use the default picture that's there. I would upload your own. I have pictures that you can use, that you can upload, that will fit perfectly on your page. Let me know. I've got a high-end Florida house that looks nice. I've got like an average type Florida house. It's a very nice looking house, but it's probably like a, just more of an average, like a 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 1-story. You can put your picture on there, which I highly recommend. Again, this one's a little different because this is an upgraded theme. And you can see that's a picture from my boat of St. Petersburg that you're looking at there, downtown Newport Richey. I try to put one for each of the counties that I cover. That's from my boat that's from a cruise boat, actually, downtown Tampa. That's from my boat in St. Pete, the bridge. But find something that's going to customize for you. All right. We got about 4 or 5 minutes. Any questions on anything we went over today? I know I went through a lot. I am going to right now stop the share, and I'm going to go to the chat, and I'm going to give you guys my email address and my phone number. And let me see if I can quickly, since you guys are here still, got a couple minutes. I'm going to see if I can find the marketing plan PowerPoint. Proprietary marketing strategy, PowerPoint. All right. So here's the PowerPoint. Again, you can just make it yours. If you do this and you want the script, let me know too. I can also send you the script.
I want the script.
Okay.
Just because I'm gonna tweak it and so forth, but
Oh, yeah. I mean, definitely.
Basis as to what I can use or not, because I like you mentioned, I created my website, which is marisolramoshomes.com, but it's the Moxie, the plain Jane one. I haven't done anything else to it. So this would be great to incorporate all these different pages as you taught us today, so that we can make the presentation.
Yep.
We can make the website usable and attract.
I have this here, but the problem is it won't go in here. I was going to put it in the chat so you could just grab it. It won't work.
Oh, okay.
It's 4,700 characters. So if you give me your email address, anybody that wants it, send me an email and I'll email it to you.
Okay, I'll send you an email too, Bill.
Yeah, just send me
I'm
an
with
email.
Marisol. I did my website, but it's so basic, especially looking at yours. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Tina, he has got a master's degree. He is being patient with us. I know. Look at him.
Like, listen, I cannot compare to that,
master's.
okay?
There's the master's. There's the doctor. The doctorate's the only one that came out clear in this thing, but yeah.
This is a lot of work, though.
It is the website of all websites.
Again, let me back up, because this class is kind of in the middle of everything that we do. Let me back up and say this to you. None of these things you should put in priority of what your real job is. What is your real job? Your real job is talking to the number of people that we will figure out in your business plan, if you've not done it yet, every day. So if you need to talk to 6 people a day or have 7 conversations a day, that happens all before this. This is something you're sitting in front of the TV at night. Do a page for a town. You know what I mean? Do this, do that. Do this in extra time. You do want to get your website, your picture and your biography need to be done. That needs to be done. But creating the seller page, the buyer page, and those things. The blog posts, once you figure out how to do it and use it once or twice, you'll be able to do that in 5 minutes. But what I see that realtors fail is they'll say, oh, I want to do all this, and they start doing this stuff, and they're all of a sudden, it takes them 3 weeks. It takes them 3 weeks to get this done. They haven't called a single person or done anything to get business, right? And all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute, I haven't made any money. I got a beautiful website and no business. So again, keep your priorities straight. And we will teach that in Step Ahead Bootcamp, which is what we do on Mondays at 11 o'clock. We'll teach the background.
How do I sign up? I'm sorry, excuse me. How do I sign up for all your classes?
Show up here at 11 o'clock Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Not this Thursday.
Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday.
11 o'clock.
Marisol, if you go into the hub,
Yeah,
Century 21 Integra Hub, I believe they've also got on the calendar. Aren't they adding some of your stuff now, Bill, to the
They
calendar?
are, but don't count on that calendar.
because I'm
Okay.
looking and I can't
Just-
see anything.
No, just save this link that you used today. And just remember Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, 11 o'clock. It's always the same link.
And how do I save that link? Like,
Um,
doesn't the link
where did you get it from?
from the hub?
Okay, so get it out of the hub again. Just save it to like wherever.
Okay.
Save it to a favorite on your
Or again, if you email me, I will put you in my distribution list. I send out an email every Friday that tells you
I
what's
did email
happening
you,
the
right?
next week.
Oh, you mean send you my email? Well, okay.
Well, no, hold on. Well, I just got Suzanne. You just got the big run-on sentence. You'll see what I mean when you get it. I just got Suzanne's.
Mhm.
I sent you mine too. mramos at century21integra.com
I didn't get it yet.
on the chat.
Oh, you put it in the chat. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Marisol, I dropped the link in the chat for you.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
Okay, so now I'm gonna click it and then I'm gonna just bookmark it. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah. It makes it easy. I should probably just have a domain sent to it like everybody else does.
Copy.
Nah,
link.
keep us guessing. Keep us on our toes.
Well, yeah, it's a pain in the neck to get. You got to do that and get the master thing and all that.
Yep.
right? So, okay, so I just put training in this, but it's the primary.
Okay.
It's the proprietary marketing strategy script. If you guys grab the other stuff out of there, that
I grabbed the, no, I didn't. Let me download the
grab the
presentation.
PowerPoint.
All right, let me grab it.
And I'm getting the three of you. Suzanne, I sent to you separately because you actually emailed me, which made it very simple. Thank you. But the other three, you guys are going to be in an email together. And it just, again, the script is there. And then there's also a suggestion for a social media post.
I like those.
Good. There you go. If you don't get it or need anything else, just let me know. All right, guys. Anything else?
No, I want to get, my mind is like,
150 miles
ready.
per hour.
yeah. I'm just like, where do I begin?
Nope, it's like being fed with a fire hydrant, Drinking from a fire hydrant. It's a lot of information, but
A
it's
lot
good
of
information.
information.
And again, when I have new people, I go through probably too much, and that's okay. We go back through these things slowly to get them done for you.
Okay.
We're doing a lot of overview stuff right now, but we will get you guys to the point where we're going to get each of these things done. Just like
So
when we
the
go through,
syllabus that you added today, so basically, I'm supposed to file, I printed it just because I like to keep things in a little binder that I created.
we can go over that together. And what I'd like you to do, if you could just send me an email or a text or whatever,
Yeah.
I will meet with you early before one of them, maybe like at 10 or 10:30 on a Monday or Tuesday, whatever works for you. And we will go through the initial class together, get your business plan written so you know how many people you need to talk to, and get you all set up. Like
Okay.
Christina and Suzanne have done that already. But for you guys that want to do that, just text me or whatever, and we'll get you set up for that.
Fantastic. I'll shoot you an email later on. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, guys. Anything else?
No,
Good
that's it.
information, Bill. Thank
Happy
you so much.
Thanksgiving, everybody.
All right. Has everybody
you,
everything out of the
Marisol.
chat?
Bye.
Everybody has everything out of the chat that they need?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right. Thanks, guys. I will
care,
see you.
ladies.
Happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you Monday.
not a
Happy
problem. Thank
Thanksgiving,
you.
And
everyone.
Marisol, if you let me know, we can do early Monday or Tuesday. Just let me know before.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I'm gonna look at my calendar now.
All right.
All right,
Thank-
thank you.